Good morning and welcome to our 5th edition of 2 Minute Tuesday. I'm your host, Chad DiBlasio from Granville, Ohio, right outside of Columbus. Today we're going to do a little bit of a gear review on the Sony a6000. I get asked all the time, Chad, what's the best camera? I just had a baby or we're going on vacation. What's the best camera for me to buy? And so we're going to talk about this little baby right here. So this is not going to be so much of a technical gear review as much as just a highlight film of what the camera can do. One of the things you'll notice right offhand is that it's very small. I don't have huge hands, but this is not a giant camera. Actually, the camera and 2 lenses fit in this very nice, tight little bag. And this camera actually came with a kit lens, which is a 16 to 50 zoom lens, and then this one here, which is a 55 to 210. So within this little compact cell, you have the ability to go from 16 millimeters all the way up to 210 millimeters, which is a nice size zoom, even if you're doing like sports and stuff like that. A couple technical things that are worth mentioning is one is this camera shoots 11 frames per second, so you can take a lot of pictures very quickly. It really helps if you've got moving subjects, things that are happening quickly, like babies, like vacations, where you don't have necessarily like, I'm going to snap that one just right. Being able to take those multiple frames very quickly is an extremely useful tool. Also, it has what's called a dual focus system. So like the autofocus works really well in low light. It works really well with moving subjects because of the dual focus system that uses contrast and phase. Now this camera is one of the newer breeds of camera called a mirrorless. Now the way that old cameras worked is they had a sensor or film behind a mirror that you looked down through, and the mirror showed you what you could see, so that when you took the picture, the mirror opened and exposed the film or the sensor. This camera doesn't have one of those. Actually, if you open it up when you're in behind the lens, all that's behind the lens is the sensor. So it's just open right to the sensor, which means one really cool thing for you as a consumer is that you don't have to worry about the sensor or the mirror mechanism ever breaking. It's really nice as far as functionality too, because it's quiet. You can actually shoot with this camera completely silent. So you're taking pictures of a sleeping baby, you're taking pictures in a quiet church or on a vacation where you don't want to make a lot of noise. You can shoot completely silently with this, but also have the reassurance of not needing to worry about the functionality breaking down of the mirror system or ever repairing it. Very easy functionality with a zoom lens. Just simply pushing the side of the lens will zoom it in and out. Quick point and shoot. You've got a variety of different choices of shooting styles here on the top. It's a very simple camera. It does work with a flash. It has a hot shoe mount. So if you're wanting to use it for that kind of stuff, it does shoot HD video. But just to wrap the video up and talk a little bit about the lenses, people want the blurry background is something I get asked about. That's going to be acquired with a lower f-stop. Now these zoom lenses that come with the kit lenses go from anywhere from a 3.5 to an f5.6, which means that camera hole is very small at f5.6 that lets the light in, to bigger at 3.5, but it does move as you zoom in. It's not a fixed f-stop. More expensive lenses are going to give you the ability to have a lower f-stop, which gives you that blurry background. But these do great, especially for kit lenses. To be able to open up to 3.5 and stay at that wider 16 millimeter, it's a good amount of light. You're going to have great results with these kit lenses, but being part of the Sony system means that you do have the ability to upgrade your lenses if you want to. So my review of the a6000, I'm going to do a full review on chaddeblasio.com if you want a little bit more of the technical aspects or why this might be a great camera for you even as a pro to have as a backup. I take this on the road with me when I do trips and stuff like that. If I don't want to carry my big 5D3 with me or my lenses, I just throw this little guy in my backpack because I shoot HD video. It's got ISO sensitivity that's out of this world, and being mirrorless and one of the newer sensors, it has excellent image quality at over 24 megapixels. So a6000, put a link to the bundle here at the B&H link in my description. Make sure you subscribe, shoot me a comment, let me know what you think.